Good day and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Over Halloween and Christmas, I often find I might need a little bit of modelling chocolate, and it is so simple to make. I'm going to share with you a few tips about making modelling chocolate today. If you're new to the channel and just stumbled across us here, don't forget there are many hundreds of great videos on Steve's Kitchen, and we put up at least 2 videos every week, as well as some great travel videos, by the way. Now, let's get on and talk about modelling chocolate. Now, the crazy thing is the better quality chocolates are not necessarily the best for modelling. For instance, this Cadbury's chocolate has cocoa butter in it. Cocoa butter is not great when you're making modelling chocolate. It often makes the chocolate split. So simple, cheap, compound white chocolates are often the way to go. This supermarket home brand is about 200 grams, which is perfect for what I want. I'll show you how to make it. So let's get and open the chocolate. I've got a microwave proof bowl here. And we're just going to break it up into the bowl, and you don't have to be too precise. Now, you can easily melt this in a double boiler, or you can blast it in a microwave, but be careful in the microwave. Don't do it too long, otherwise you'll burn your chocolate. It might look as if it hasn't melted, but quite often it has. Now, we've got 200 grams of chocolate. That's about 8 ounces. We're going to want 3 tablespoons of corn syrup or glucose into a little ramekin like this. Now, in with the glucose, I'm just going to add a tablespoon of warm water, and I'm also going to heat that for about 20 seconds in the microwave. Now, my white chocolate was only in for 30 seconds. You can see the blocks here. They look as if they haven't melted, but if you give that a little mix through, you're going to see that we've got a beautiful runny white chocolate now. Now, this is the only point where I'm going to ask you to really pay attention. We've got our glucose and water, or our corn syrup water. We've heated up so it's reasonably runny. Now, you might be tempted to pour this in and just get mixing, but you don't want to. What you want to do is pour the glucose or corn syrup gently over your white chocolate, and then we're not going to mix this fast. What you're going to do is just turn your bowl to the side and gently fold the mixture through. Now, if you go too quickly, you will find the chocolate will split. And you can still see some ribbons of corn syrup running through the white chocolate. That's fine. But you can see after a very short time, the chocolate pulls away from the side of the bowl. Now, don't be tempted to overmix this. We're going to leave this now as it is. Look at the way the white chocolate is just pulling away from the spoon. Now, I just want to take a strip of plastic wrap, and what we're going to do is take our still warm chocolate and we're going to turn it out onto the plastic wrap. Pat down the chocolate into a rough square. It doesn't have to be too perfect. And then what we're going to do is just take the plastic wrap and wrap the chocolate up. And then we're going to take this and pop it in the fridge for an hour or so until it's set up nice and firm. Now, when you take your chocolate out the fridge, it's going to feel as if it's set back up firm. What we're going to do is just unwrap this now. You've got a fairly hard block chocolate. We're going to need to just break this and try to sort of warm it up. Just start twisting it, get some friction in there, make it feel a little bit more malleable. Now, it is going to be very stiff and it feels a little bit greasy, but trust me, just keep working this away. Now, I can feel it starting to warm a little bit now, still a little bit gritty in texture. As that warms through and as you work it, it's going to become a little bit like plasticine. Now, I'm just going to clean my hands off. Now, this modelling chocolate is pretty much ready. I've popped some gloves on because I'm going to colour it. I don't want to stain my hands all green. I'm actually going to take half of this. Now, you can't use the runny liquid colours. You need either a gel colour or a powder colour to colour modelling chocolate. I've got a leaf green here. It's something I need for this Halloween. I'm going to pop just probably about a pea-sized drop onto the chocolate. I'm then just going to fold that colour in and start to work it in. And you'll see now why I've got gloves on, because it will stain absolutely everything. Now, much as you would do with fondant, we're just stretching the colour and getting it nice and evenly distributed through our chocolate. Now, you can see just how super soft that is now. We couldn't model with this, of course. What we need to do is just flatten this out again. I like to make fairly flat modelling chocolate, that way you can break off pieces as you need them. We're just going to wrap this over with plastic wrap, both pieces, and then we'll pop this back in the fridge and let it firm up. Now when you've set that up firm again, it's ready to go. If you need a piece of modelling chocolate, you take it out of the fridge, break off a little bit, however much you need. Just work it a little bit to make it more pliable. You're going to end up with this wonderful plasticine consistency modelling chocolate, which is fantastic to shape things with. I actually used this on a pie cake a little while back. I'll leave a link up you can check out if you want to see how to use the modelling chocolate. The other great thing is it tastes good. I mean, it actually works better than fondant icing if you're modelling. It doesn't crumble or break apart, and it's yummy too. It also lasts for weeks and weeks in the fridge, so you don't have to worry about it going off. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, share it across with your friends and family. Be good, and I will see you for some fun in Steve's Kitchen very shortly. Take care.